Well, good afternoon and welcome to the Augusta Civic Center for Northern Maine Class A semifinal action. The number 5 Nokomis Warriors are here to upset the number 1 Gardiner Tigers, and I'm joined today by the outstanding Miss Abby Karen. How are we doing, Abby?
It's going good. I mean, I'm excited for tonight's game. I'm more than excited, actually.
I'm hopeful. This game, of course, as fans are watching our telecast, they're already going to know the outcome. So,
yeah.
Send us your good energy like Back to the Future. I'm hoping this is a little like that boys Messalonsky game. Our boys played Messalonsky solid games during the season, not blowouts, beat them, and then that third time is a tough one to beat a team. And, Nokomis has played Gardiner twice during the regular season, come up a little bit short, but maybe we get an upset in the making.
And the first time we played Gardiner, it wasn't too short, 6 points. I mean, for the number 1 seed versus your number 5 seed, I think that's a very good outcome, very good job by our Warriors. The second time we played them, it was a 16-loss game, but still
it was
not
close deep into the game, if I remember. I know, quarterfinal game was a little bit of a bumpy, not the prettiest basketball game, which is common for a quarterfinal game, but I thought when the second half and the game got on the line, the big players for Nokomis, Bree Townsend, Cameron King, really stepped up. Thought Addie Hawthorne came into the game at kind of a critical moment and really gave some quality minutes. I think Reagan King played solid, but I think her first look at this big kind of arena, I'm looking for her to have kind of a really strong game today. I think, she got a little experience under her belt with that first round, and I think she's ready to come out and light it up.
Absolutely, and I think to go back to the Addison Hawthorne thing, I think it's going to be really important for her to get on Lizzie Gruber. I mean, Addie might not be as tall as her, but just to post up, take those charges maybe. She
got to just move, like sometimes with a big, talented post player like Gruber, if you can move them just a couple of feet, like just get them a little out of their comfort zone and a little bit of that contact, a little bit of that bumping and moving, just to get under their skin a little bit, it can impact the game. I mean, Gruber's going to get her points, but can you keep it contained?
Absolutely. Last time they played us, Gruber had 25 points, so it's going to be important to lock her down if they can.
For sure, and I think sometimes when you do that, you lock a player down. You got to make sure you're not giving up easy baskets to that number 2 scorer too. Yeah. So it's just going to be, solid team defense for the Warriors today.
I have our Nokomis Warriors. They really need to stay on Lizzie Gruber and Savannah Brown. Those were the two I've watched on tape, and those are the two that really need to be locked down.
Well, let's see if we're up to it as our PA announcers announcing the team players from each team, and they'll start with the starters here in just a moment. Great to see our pep band and cheerleaders in the house. Of course, and here we go for our Warrior starters.
A sophomore, standing 5'9", number 44, Addison Hawthorne.
And Addie Hawthorne getting a start today.
Junior, standing 5'9", number 14, Taylor Takatsu.
I think Coach Crockett, she really knows how each player plays and against what team. So I think that's where Addie comes into play here.
Number 44, Lizzie Gruber. That guard for Nokomis, a sophomore, standing 5'8", number 12, Danica Migliori. That guard for Gardiner, a senior, standing 5'6".
Maybe I'd like to see some shots from beyond the arc from Danica Migliori tonight.
I think, if we could, it's going to be key to get some points from some other players. Like, obviously, Cam King and Bree Townsend are going to get a lot of touches, but you need that third and fourth person on your team to get in that 6 to 10 point range. Like, they don't need to score 20, but can they pick up an unexpected 8 points?
Number 21, Savannah Brown. The coach for Nokomis is Chelsea Crockett. The coach for Gardiner is Mike Gray.
I like the routines teams have as they kind of get announced and the little handshakes or little routines. It's kind of fun.
I haven't seen the ref on the far side before, but I've seen the lady ref before.
Yeah,
she's been to our gym.
Yep, she's I think she lives in our area because I'm pretty sure I was in Walmart today, and I think I saw her at Walmart in Palmyra. If I would have known she was doing the game.
Should have slipped her a little money.
Oh, come on now. We don't. No. Don't get me in trouble, Abby. But I could have complimented her on her officiating. A nice job. Yeah, I think the guy on the far end, is that Brian, what's his last? He's done a number of games at Nokomis too. The mid-court official, not too sure, but teams get their final huddle up, and we're going to tip it off here at the Civic Center. Lawrence, the number 2 seed, kind of handily defeated Coney in the matchup just prior to this game, so the Bulldogs are waiting to see who they're going to play in the Northern Maine championship game. I'm sure they're rooting for Nokomis to get an upset this afternoon. Gruber easily wins the tap. Nice hands defense by Nokomis, and I think that's what the Warriors need to do, Abby, is just have very active hands, just disrupt as much of Gardiner's offense as they can. Warriors kind of sagging into a little zone, working to front Gruber. Shots away off the mark. Long rebounds hauled in by number 14, Takatsu. Shots partially blocked. Takatsu trying to put it up, but somebody got a hand on it and ended up right in Townsend's hands. Townsend pops out for the long 3. Can't get the roll. Gruber with the board. And Abby, in that quarterfinal game, that was an area of Nokomis' game that I thought they really struggled on with just rebounding. A long shot is a tough call. Bounces up, hits the shot clock, which we don't use in high school. Comes back down through the rim, but of course that's a violation. Nearing a minute played. Neither team has scored yet, which I think keeping the score close early is important for the Warriors. Nice move for Migliori. She's just got to go up with it. Gets a 3-second call. She made like a nice little quick stop, and the defender, I don't think she realized, kind of fell away from her. She could have went right up with it.
In that quarterfinal game, it was going into halftime, down by 1, but that's the win we needed, honestly. It was a really good win.
Yeah, a really good win for the team. Gruber gets the ball in the paint, just turns, and that's where Nokomis is going to struggle, because at 6'4", we just do not have anyone who can match up with that. She's a very talented, skilled player, knows to just keep the ball high. King with the little penetration, dishes out to Townsend. Townsend back out to Hawthorne inside the 3. Drains it for a long 2. And Hawthorne picking up right where she left off in the quarterfinal game. The 3 by Gardiner is off the front of the rim. Reagan King pulls it in and finds Bree Townsend wide open. Townsend up and in on the break. Warriors up 4-2 early.
Let's keep it this way.
I like it. I like the sound of it.
We always talk about the Warriors needing to come in strong in the first quarter, and they're definitely doing that this game, so that's good.
Long shot off the mark again. Gardiner working that long perimeter shot. Haven't had success yet. And Takatsu kind of gets a defensive, or gets an offensive board and picks it up, and that's the defensive rebounding has got to be better by Nokomis if they want to get the win. Reagan King trying to thread it through. It's picked off, and Gruber pushes it up court. Kicks it out to Brown. Brown will reverse the ball. It's a nice pass. That's a tough play. That's a really nice play by Gardiner. There's
nothing you can do about that.
No, and Nokomis is trying to double team Gruber. They've got a player fronting and a player behind, but it's just if the pass is right. Wow, nice take by King. Cam King with a little right-handed runner down the right lane.
I'm really hoping whoever's, marked up with Gruber, just because she can get those shots, I really hope they're not blaming it on themselves.
No, she's going to get her points, and I think, she started on the high post, and as much as Nokomis, away from the ball, away from the play, that's where they want to body up and just nudge her a little bit, move her a couple of feet off her spot before the ball even gets to her to just break her rhythm up. Townsend moving to her left. Reagan King gets it to her sister. Cameron King looking for a seam. Townsend back up top. Townsend will try the paint. Pivot, spins, puts it up. Doesn't find the rim, and Brown comes down with a rebound. Again, another long shot from the far side three. And Savannah Brown finally finds her range on the three. 9-6 Gardiner, 4 minutes to go, first quarter. Semifinal action here at the Augusta Civic Center. Townsend with a nice kick to King, and King gets the roll up and over Gruber. I love that Nokomis is trying to attack the paint early. They're not afraid at Gruber's height. Brown definitely finding the range, drains her second three in a row. That actually may have been Gallagher, 23, so 2 Tigers in a row from that right spot. Nice take by Migliori, can't get the roll, and Gruber pushes it up court quickly. Cameron King disrupts the pass to slow the break down. Ooh, wow. Townsend got whacked in the face, but does a nice job tying up Gruber, and you see a little bit of frustration. But those are important defensive stops with this 12-8 score to just try to keep this within a couple of possessions. Reagan King rattles the three in.
Reagan King for three.
Boy, and we talked about her, Abby. That's just what you want to see the freshman do, is
absolutely
drain that first long shot. Because if she gets hot,
she's hot.
Yeah, she can scorch it up. Nice job again by Nokomis. Nice block by King on the backside. Brown thought she had an open layup.
King said no.
No way. But again, a little thing. Hawthorne did a nice job just nudging Gruber up to that mid post. And she had a nice dump-off pass, but great defense by Nokomis. Gardiner liking the three. Doesn't go. I think the officials are going to talk. As much as I wanted that to stay with Nokomis, I think that's the right call. I think last touch by Nokomis, so the Tigers will inbound under their own basket. 2:27, first quarter. It's 12-11 Gardiner. Three is off the front of the rim and out of bounds. Townsend with a nice block out, and that's what you want to see. Warriors get a little bit caught ball watching instead of finding a player to block out. So I think that could be just a big factor for Nokomis to limit Gardiner to one attempt. First foul of the game on a reach will be called on the Tigers. Number 12, Kylie Nichols. Excuse me, 11, Emily Brown, and I have Emily Brown as number 4. It looks like she's wearing number 11 today. King thinks about the three, moves along the perimeter. Migliori takes it off the dribble, kicks it over to Hawthorne. Hawthorne back out to King. King takes it down the lane. Little runner's no good. Migliori had good inside position, but just didn't get her arms up as Nichols kind of rips the ball right away from her. Gruber kicks it out for the open three, and again, it's off the front of the rim. Cameron King comes out with it, and she's going to be fouled. Abby, I'm a little surprised with the amount of three attempts Gardiner's taken early. I think particularly with a player like Gruber, wondering a little more patience early, or if that's just their
plan.
Yeah, just their plan. Townsend for the three, drains it.
Good.
Townsend for three.
Puts the Warriors back on top by 2. It's 14-12 Nokomis with a minute to go. First quarter action, so really great quarter for Nokomis.
Absolutely.
Nice job. Oh,
It's a tough call.
yeah. Kind of 3 burgundy shirts collapsed on Gruber. I thought she might have dragged that pivot foot. I was hoping for a travel. Migliori call for the hack across the forearm. And there goes another 3. That's off the back of the rim. Nice board by Townsend. Just rips it out of a trio of white jerseys. You could tell she's feeling better. Has been battling a tough respiratory situation. I think the few days between Friday's game and today, just errant pass goes out of bounds. Emma Marble will get into the lineup for Reagan King. Yeah, Abby Townsend did not physically look healthy Friday, but she toughed it out. And you can see she got a little more jump in her step today.
She's just showing her spot on the team as a captain, you know,
Yeah.
pushing through.
No, she's definitely not a tougher person. 25 seconds to go. Warriors with a 2-point advantage here in the first quarter. Tigers working the perimeter. Step inside the 3's off the mark. King gets the rebound with 15 seconds. Nokomis maybe could add to their largest lead of 2 points. Looks like Cam King's going to try to take it all the way. Stops, pops, and drops it in. What a shot by Cameron King. Just stops in the mid-post.
Now, I don't know if this is part of Gardiner's plan, but
The 3 thing is not working. You know, sometimes you say you live and die by the 3. And be curious if the Tiger coaching staff sticks with that. It seems like, I don't know, it's working for us.
yeah.
But I love, you know, on the flip side, I love Nokomis' offensive attack. Both Bree Townsend and Cam King are attacking, you know, and they've gotten some good looks or they're kicking out, you know, and I think when you have, you know, Reagan King picking points up, Addison Hawthorne scored a big hoop. I think the first basket of the game. I think those other plays, it might not seem like, hey, I'm not scoring a ton, but what it does is it puts it in the defense's mind. Like, you got to play me. You can't just sag off and help all the time.
Or if you're going to leave me open, I'm going to shoot it, and I'm going to make it.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. You can see the kind of positive energy on that Nokomis sideline, too. You know, they're feeling good about this first quarter. You know, and the longer they keep it close, the more records go out, like in rankings go out the window. You know, if it's close, if you're within 2 or 3 possessions in that last 3-4 minutes, it's anybody's game. Again, another 3 is off the mark. Nice inside position by Gruber. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up. Migliori's going to foul her on the shot, so she'll go to the line for the bonus foul shot. Again, can't be 3 offensive attempts on a possession. Nokomis has got to rebound.
Number 2, Lizzie Gruber, shooting 1.
Gruber converts.
7 points for her so far.
Cuts the lead to 1. Migliori picks up her second foul, early second quarter. Townsend puts up the shot and drains it. A long 2. And Bree is feeling it. Wow, that's a nice rebound and kickback. I think that was 21, Savannah Brown, or 22, McKenna Johnson, and that was a great rebound and save to the open Gruber. Back to a 1-point lead for Nokomis. Oh, nice crossover by King.
Ooh. That's a tough call.
Yeah, that was a nice step-through move. Looked like she kind of got, I know.
Kind of got like blocked there and then
Yeah.
kind of just continued with her step.
Well, that's like Gruber's size. Like, it's just,
It's intimidating, honestly.
Well, it's also like she just blocks your view. You can't see. Long shot again off the mark. Hawthorne with a nice rebound. Townsend with a little stutter step move, kicks it back out to Marble. Reagan King from the top, and she's 2 for 2 from outside the arc.
Her second 3 of the night.
Yeah. Those are huge baskets. Again, nice job defensively. Really forcing Gardiner to make that perfect post pass. A little too long for Gruber. Gardiner will take a 30-second timeout. Nokomis on top, 21-17. Their largest lead of the game, and an opportunity here to add to it.
I think if you look back at the quarterfinal game, you know, Nokomis was neck and neck the entire game with Camden Hills, and right now they're neck and neck with the Gardiner. So,
well, that's so huge just for your kind of emotional, mental approach to the game. It just fills you with confidence, and it gets you in the, hey, we can play with them. And you're also not chasing from behind. You know, you see that all the time. A team falls down big, and they chase back to close it, but they just run out of gas to kind of finish it. And so this is huge for Nokomis. If the longer they keep this close. And I think, you know, Gardiner's outside shooting, unless that changes, they got to think about maybe a different plan of attack. And conversely, the Warriors are shooting well. Bit of a force into the post. To Townsend, gets intercepted. And I think that's where Nokomis has got to be smart every offensive possession. Gruber catch on the move, puts it up and in.
Addie Hawthorne did a great job there, though. There's nothing she can do until Gruber, you know, takes the extra step and Addie gets the charge.
Right.
So.
And I think Gruber showing, and I think this way Nokomis just trying to get a little too clever. And that's going to get called. That's a good call. Townsend did lower her shoulder. That's when Nokomis doesn't need to get cute. Just make the clean, straightforward passes.
Control foul number 22, Brianna Townsend. Personal foul number 1. Team foul number 3.
Gardiner with the ball, down 2, pass into the post. Hawthorne trying to draw the charge, but she got to get up. It's like she didn't get the call, but she could have got the rebound. Gruber with 3 attempts, and they finally get a call. And I think that's where your Hawthorne, like, don't worry about it. You didn't get the call, get up. But I like the attempt. Your flashlight's on your camera. Your flashlight's on your phone.
I was going to wait till we weren't live to tell him
That's
that.
okay. Your flashlight is on your phone.
Look, Mr. Brown.
You keep flashing me in the eyes. I might miss the big play. Gruber gets both foul shots, ties it up. It's 21 all, 5:11 to go, first half. King dribbles, fires the 3, can't get it to go. Gardiner with a rebound, but Townsend in there battling for it, comes out with the ball. Cameron King thinks about the 3. Little stutter step, trying to create some space. Over to Townsend. And that's a nice call by the official. Number 24, Emily Grady, is just kind of all over Townsend, laying on her. And sometimes you don't get that call, and I think you need to.
Yeah. Sometimes it's a little much. Like,
I like it, Abby. Sometimes it's a little much. That was a good one. I agree. It is a little much sometimes. Townsend comes off the screen, puts the 3 up, can't get it to go.
Lizzie Gruber just reaching over everyone's head.
Yeah.
Like.
So, you know, we're up. Oh, nice steal by Reagan King. King's going to try to take it to the rim. Little stop and pop. Nice decision by the freshman. It wasn't there. Don't force it. When you have a freshman and she stops, pops, and launches the 3 off the front of the rim.
Excellent ball skills by Reagan King there.
Yeah. Nice job by Hawthorne on the steal. And officials kind of, I think, sensing the intensity that's building in this game, starting to tighten it up on some of the calls. And actually, it was a little bit of a bailout. None of the, you know, kind of the guards were coming to Hawthorne to get the ball from her. She was a little bit buried in the corner. So Gardiner player, number 33, Carver, fouls her, and the Warriors will take a timeout. 4:08, 21-21. How do you feel about that score?
I think it's amazing. I am amazed. I'm so proud of our girls right now.
I am too. Like, the pressure is totally on Gardiner. Like, it's nice when you're the top seed, but it also comes with a lot of pressure. You know, that expectation that you are going to win. And for Nokomis, they were like, hey, we're the number 5 team. We already had one upset. We're just going to
beat the number 4 seed.
Yeah, like we're going to just come out and let it rip and see what happens. Gardiner on a little mini run, a 4-0 run. Warriors are looking to get back in the scoring column and take the lead. Townsend, little runner down the lane, is off the glass wide. Gardiner pushes it up court. Long pass up to Grady, and that's a nice catch and finish on the move by Grady to give Gardiner their first lead in a long time. King right back down, mid-post jumper is up and in, and just like that, ties it up. I'm a little surprised Gardiner is not quick to pick up in the transition. Like, King's been able to quickly get it up into the front court.
I'm wondering why they're not running Gruber on the post like normal.
Like go for it. Let Gruber take those foul line jumpers. Like, that's I feel like that's okay. And nice board by Townsend. Like the Warriors' patience offensively. Patience on the offensive side. King kicks it back out to her younger sister Reagan. Marble to Hawthorne. I think first, that's one thing. Don't take that one bounce and pick it up. Either don't dribble or dribble to go somewhere.
Yeah, that's when you get called for a double dribble.
Or you just get double teamed and kind of nowhere to go. Nice kick out. Townsend with a long shot around the rim, no good. Tries to keep it alive. Hawthorne dives on the floor for it. I believe the possession arrow should go to Nokomis. Nice hustle by the Warriors. King kind of dribbles out of the paint to create some space. Warriors reset offensively.
Just noticing Marble coming into the game.
King with a little behind the back, little runner down the lane, can't get it to go. Gruber bringing it up into front court, and the Tigers will set their offense in motion. I think they've slowed down a little bit on the 3. Gallagher had the open look and thought about it. But there we go, another 3, and this one's nothing but net.
Megan Gallagher.
That's her
by Gallagher.
second tonight.
Gallagher puts the Tigers up by 3, 1:45 to go. Reagan King rifles it down low to Townsend. Townsend kicks it back out. Townsend and King working a little inside-out action. Townsend trying to take it, slips. Nice save by Townsend. Townsend spots up for the 3, and
it's
nothing but
good.
net.
Brianna Townsend.
Wow.
She's really showing up tonight.
Yeah, timeout on the court. Not sure we'll call that timeout if that was Gardiner. Watch the official signal.
Gardner timeout.
It is Gardner's timeout. That's 2 timeouts Gardner's taken. You know, in a close game, that can come to haunt you down the stretch when you wish you maybe had a little extra timeout to stop the clock. But Nokomis just hanging tough with the Tigers. 1:10 to go. We're all knotted up at 26. You think Gardner will come out and just try to play for the last shot? I feel like that's not their style. I feel like they've got a little bit of a run and gun mentality.
I honestly don't know. Like, I think that Gardner, you know, they're giving us the leash and then they're just going to yank it with Lizzie.
Yeah, she's quite a weapon, and I think, you know, teams always make some little adjustments at halftime, and I got to believe they're going to just start pounding the ball into her, into the paint. 70 seconds to go, first half. Been a great half of basketball.
Absolutely.
Nokomis playing a rock-solid game against the top-ranked Tigers. The three from the side, and it's good. Gallagher is finding her range.
Third three tonight.
Warriors will have their chance. King with it down in the corner. Gets it out to younger sister Reagan. Warriors reverse. Nearing 30 seconds. Ooh. Oh, tough pass. Hawthorne, I think, not sure where she thought King was going to go out there. Just tried to lead her with a pass, too strong. So unforced error will give Gardiner a chance to add to their three-point lead. Nokomis. Gardiner kind of working it around, being patient with it. Gruber kicks it out. And I think it's a strategy. If you're going to collapse on Gruber, then it's going to leave those wing positions wide open. Gallagher off the rim, no good, but Nokomis doesn't get the rebound. 3 seconds to go. Shot inside the three is good. And that's going to give Gardiner really, a little kind of back-to-back plays and a little mishap, mistake on the Nokomis end sends the Tigers into the locker room with a 5-point lead. Still a close game, Abby, but that's what a top-ranked team will do to you. You're feeling like we're right with them, and boom, boom, they kind of counter-punch, sneak a lead. So a great half of basketball here in this Class A semifinal. We'll pause for halftime and be back for second half action. All right, teams are doing the little shoot-arounds. They get warmed back up for second half. And Abby, what a great first half.
That's for sure. If you want to look at some stats, we got Brianna Townsend with 10 points for the Warriors. So she's really showing up tonight. Love the way she's playing basketball. Reagan King right behind her with 6.
Nice.
Cameron King right behind her with 8, and then her sister Reagan with 6.
Nice. The Gardiner took a lot of threes and went cold early, but warmed up, and then just like we mentioned before the break, just what a good team does to you. You talked about the pay the leash out, think you're running free, and then it's a hard tug back to reality. Gardiner with kind of bang plays had trailed most of the first half, even though it's a close game, and then just kind of popped out to the largest lead of the game, 5 points. And we were talking about at halftime, our broadcast crew, just what a good player Lizzie Gruber is. It's okay to give compliments to the other team, Abby.
I didn't say anything.
I saw the look. I got the side eye. And honestly, we were saying, obviously she's got a height advantage, but honestly, she'd be a good basketball player if she was 5'8".
Yeah.
She's a complete player, and I don't know what her plans are next year to collegiate. Full boat to St. Joe's in Pennsylvania, so they're going to be lucky to have her. Seems like really a great player, but we're hoping maybe she goes a little cold this half.
She had the first half with 11 points, so.
Yeah, maybe it's time for her to start thinking about her college, focusing on her college career. So Gardiner will get the ball to start the half. Kind of a key moments here early for Nokomis to not let this margin get a whole lot bigger. Tigers quick work, and there you go. Townsend pass into the post, and Townsend just rips it away from Gruber. Townsend with a little head fake, little travel down the lane, and it's up and in. I don't know. I thought she took an extra step.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be called for a travel.
That's a great move when you can get away with it. So Townsend and just Coach Crockett couldn't dial it up any better. And there's Gallagher trying to pick up where she left off, but the three's off the mark. And
Gardiner timeout.
Nokomis had the rebound and just didn't secure the ball. And Gruber again showing her basketball IQ, had the ball on her knees and called a timeout. But Abby, that is their third timeout.
How many do they get?
You get 5. You get 3 fulls and 2:30. So they are just down to 2 timeouts. And what right now is a close game. I'm calling it. That's going to be a factor down the stretch and not a good factor for the Tigers. So Nokomis, a couple of good defensive stops. Lose the handle on the rebound, so Gardiner will keep possession.
I don't think Coach Crockett has called a timeout yet, has she?
I think we had one. But I'm just going with my mental stat book, so fans at home are probably like, you're dreaming, Mary. Gardiner continuing to kind of work that inside-out game. Wow, big rebound. Again, nice board by Townsend, kind of over Gruber. Oh, King with the hard rejection.
She does it to them, so.
Yeah. I think just probably trying to stretch out too much, and Gruber just said that one's too easy, but it's knocked out of bounds. Warriors will keep possession.
And sometimes that's a good thing when that happens, you know, gives the Warriors a chance to reset.
Yep. Nice crossover. Kind of a touch foul on the take to the rim. Kind of works in Nokomis' favor as Townsend on the way got the shot off but didn't go, so Warriors will inbound underneath the basket again. King with the floater down the lane.
Gets her a rebound.
Yeah, I know. I would have liked to see her go right back up to it. She kind of kicked it to. And Hawthorne with her baseline jumper nails it. And it's a one-point game, 31-30, Gardiner.
Addison Hawthorne just making those deep twos. I'd like to see her take some threes.
I think she's thought about it, but I think she's like, it's probably not quite my range. And Gruber just able to reach over to get the offensive board. Puts it back. Nice little backside pass from Cam to Reagan King for two. Warriors answering back, keeping this to a one-point game. 6 minutes, third quarter. Semifinal action. Long three by Gardiner. It's up, bounces around, no good. Townsend has just been a beast on the board. Kicks it ahead to Migliori. Migliori takes it in, jump stop, puts it up, can't get it to go. And I think that's where Migliori's got to just kick it out. Like, it wasn't happening. Just kick it out and keep possession.
Like we saw earlier from Reagan King, she got that breakaway.
And Gardiner just makes us pay on the other end.
It's 15 points for Lizzie tonight.
It's a 35-32 lead. I think also pace of the game, like King spots up for the three, misses everything. I think that's where Nokomis just be patient offensively. Gardiner is a high-flying offensive team. And you know what they can't do when we have the ball?
What's that, Miss Neto?
They can't score. Like, if we have the ball, the other team can't score. Like, certainly we're not going to stall, but be patient for that good look. And keep it close. Keep it close. Wow.
You can't do anything.
Yeah. That was awesome.
That was a nice shot. That was a beautiful shot.
Yeah, we need to shut that down. You see, a little bit, it might not be a bad time for Nokomis to take a little timeout. Gardiner has pushed it, after the Warriors bring it back to one. They've got to back up to 5 with the ball. And a little frazzled.
Starting to see a little frustration from our players here.
Little, kind of forcing it a little bit. Have had some turnovers. Oh, nice D. Migliori just slides right in and knocks it away. Just what the Warriors needed. Townsend throws up the three, bounces around. Migliori gets it. Her shot's knocked away. King with the offensive board and puts it back. Nice grip by the Warriors underneath. Migliori with a couple of good back-to-back plays. King steals it. She stops, pops, travels. Again, a couple of mistakes on the break by some of those younger players by Nokomis. And that's part of their game that will evolve as they mature, as high school players. They'll either continue to grow that skill so they get that finisher recognized, just not there. Pull it out. 3-point lead by the Tigers. And again, Migliori is all over that post pass, is just reading it perfectly. Marble with the open three. I think that's, probably not the shot. That's probably not Marble's range for that three. But I think, what, it's okay.
She saw it, so she took the opportunity.
Yep. And I think sometimes it's okay, too, to keep that defense honest. To say, no, maybe it's not in the scouting report that I take it, but I'm going to keep you honest.
Three.
So a three by Gardiner stretches their lead to 6. Reagan King tries to answer back with a three, around, won't go. And that's just getting some really touch calls. I think that's a no call on the rebound.
Foul number 22, Brianna Townsend. Personal foul number 2, team foul number 1.
Addie Hawthorne's going to come back in for Emma Marble.
.308 to go, third quarter. Been a great contest. Warriors looking to get a stop here to keep this within a couple of possessions as we near the end of the third quarter. And great, almost another steal. Nokomis doing a nice job. That's a nice pass by Gardiner to see the open player. That call frustrates me because you never see that call. I'm going to stop talking on my opinion on that. Anyway, we get the ball with the tie-up arrow. Townsend with a great rebound.
Maybe if we don't come out with this win, and I know we still got a while to go, but we kept up with them.
No, we're battling, and I'm telling you, we're going to make this interesting, Abby.
It's going to get interesting.
And I think, honestly, you get a little tough call, you go to the floor.
14,
Sometimes you get a little angry, and that kind of says, hey, I'm not taking this, and we're going to, push this to the limit. But this is a point where Nokomis really could do with some points. Oh, I can't even handle myself right now. It's rough. It's rough.
What do you say in these moments?
I won't say anything, so I don't get fired. But you know what? It's part of sport. It's part of sport, and it's I think part of it too. It's the intensity of the game. You're just on pins and needles on every little call. And officials, they're doing a great job. They're calling a good game, but I just think the tighter it gets, the more of everything's just under a microscope.
Yeah.
Migliori with a nice open look. Can't get it to go, but Marble with a big rebound gets it into Hawthorne, and Hawthorne's fouled on the shot. She's going to go to line for 2. Minute and a half to go, third quarter.
We need these two.
Yeah, these big moments as we close out this third quarter. If we can kind of keep this to a 2 to 4 point margin.
I think foul shots are very important. They play a very important role in basketball.
I think it determines the outcome. Particularly when, I'd say even calls. Hawthorne nails it. People talk about, that Super Bowl, and there was that penalty right towards the end. And people say, well, one call doesn't matter. I have a different philosophy. A key call late in the game is not the same as a key call in the beginning of the game, because you have the rest of the game to recover. When it's at the end, you don't.
Yeah.
As Hawthorne hits 2 big foul shots to cut it to 4. Minute and a half to go, third quarter. I think I've regained my composure. The stress of the game getting to me. Gardiner being a little bit more patient. And there's that three from the corner. It's around, no good. And Townsend with another big rebound. And this time, I think that official kind of remembered that last play and after realized that probably wasn't a jump. And I think kind of, officials don't make makeup calls, but I think he was ready for it this time. So Townsend has been a beast underneath the boards today.
Maybe that was something, he doesn't see too often, so he was, I don't know. Anyway.
It's just, that's something you don't see too often. King just losing the handle on it. And I know I talked to the girls about it because it happened in the quarterfinal game, and they did say there were like a number of dead spots in the floor that they just, kind of moving along, and all of a sudden the ball just disappeared on them. Gruber with it in the post. Yeah. I think it's just kind of what we're going to see of these kind of touch fouls, and you like them when they're for you and you don't when they're against you. I think that's what most officials say is the crowd, 50% of the crowd's happy with their calls all the time. Gruber with a nice spin move in the post. And again, it's just any kind of contact is getting called. Fortunately, I think that's Townsend's third, which that could become an issue in this game. I mean, we've just got 43 seconds to go in this third quarter, but in a tight game, only having a 2-foul cushion can become problematic. Gruber, money from the line, nails it. Lead back up to 5, trying to extend it to 6 here in the closing seconds of the third quarter.
Yep.
42-36, 40 seconds to go. Reagan King pushes it up court. Takes it mid-post, kicks it back out. Cam King comes back up to the top and gets it. Now Townsend out for a little extended break. Off-balance shot by King, and she's kind of looking at the ref like, where's my call? I got a hit. And King pokes it away from Gruber. Migliori's going to be fouled, and it's not a bad foul because Migliori saw Cameron King was wide open up court.
24, Lizzie Gruber, personal foul number 1, and team foul number 5.
So Warriors have 10.2 seconds and have got to go to the length of the court. And I would love to get some points here going into the fourth quarter to cut this 6-point lead. King loses the handle on it. That's a tough tie-up. Well, actually, it's not. Goes Gardiner's way. So with a half a second, really not much the Tigers can do.
And I think Cameron King knew that it was going to go Gardiner's way. That's why, if you saw, she was like on top of that girl trying to get that ball out of her hands. The other girl got up and was laughing.
Not a bad offer on the catch and chuck. So after third quarter play, kind of an 11-10 score, in that quarter, Gardiner able to extend their lead by 1 point. So still, Warriors are still in great position, Abby. This is still anyone's game at 42-36. I think you did some checking on scores. I think in the losses to Gardiner, Nokomis, Gardiner scored 70 and 61 points. So the Warriors have done a nice job keeping that Tiger scoring attack at bay. So we've got 8 minutes to decide who's going to the Northern Maine Regional Championship. And we've got a shot, and that's all you can ask for, Abby. We're in position. I think this first possession could be a good little momentum boost to get some points on the board. Gone a bit cold from the field.
I think it's definitely, this is good basketball for our ladies. Like, this is, we're doing a lot better than we did last season. And
talk about, I know there was a nice article on just a turnaround season, going from a 1-win season to now you're in a semifinal game with 8 minutes to go and potentially going to the regional championship. Congrats to Coach Crockett, her coaching staff, and this team for just putting together a beautiful season, and hopefully it's going to go a little longer. Townsend back into the lineup. Good decision, kicks it out to Reagan King, wide open. It's around and no good.
Oh,
and
that's such a
Migliori,
tough call.
I know, and she did reach across the arm, and that's going to be the 6th team foul on Nokomis, or actually 4th team foul, so they got a couple more to go before Gardner's in the bonus. Migliori's 3rd.
Foul number 4.
Gardiner with that spread offense around the perimeter and just having Gruber kind of roam the high-low post. Tigers inside-out games work for them all season. Gruber with it in the post, under pressure, kind of high off the glass, misses it, but the Tigers able to get the board and keep possession. The 3 is up and good. And Brown with a huge 3 gives the largest lead of the night at 9 points. Townsend
We still got
thinks about
7
it.
minutes left.
Yeah, there's a
Still
lot
got
of
7
game, and
minutes
that's where
left.
Nokomis can't get panicky and think, well, we've just got to launch 3s every possession. They really want to, they've got time to look for a good shot.
Coach Crockett still has some of her timeouts to call, and we still got game left.
Migliori wide open, drains the
Good.
3. That's a huge shot by Migliori. She's had a great game tonight. You know, I think Migliori, she's going to, you know, as a junior next year, she's really going to be a leader on this team. Gruber trying to make a sneaky little pass out. And
Was that like in between her legs?
I know it was a little low. She caught the ball low and she tried to just rifle it back out. And it just ball never really came up to a place where a teammate could catch it. So that's just what Nokomis needs. A little turnover. 6-point margin. Just get another good offensive look. Reagan King takes it. Gruber says, no, that's not going to happen. Rejects the shot. Tigers quickly up in the front court. Townsend just really nothing she can do.
Yeah.
With the 3 fouls, kind of Takatsu, just a nice little post move up and in. Gardiner pushes it back up to 8. Migliori's 3 misses the mark. Marble nearly had the rebound, but the Gardiner player, looks like number 12, Nichols, kind of lost her footing and the ball out of bounds, so Warriors will keep possession, 5:29 to go.
Ooh. That's tough.
Yeah, you know, kind of similar reach in, not call. So I think it gets frustrating for players when it's, you know, gets called touch and then it's not touch. But again, Nokomis playing gritty defense. Not sure who that, I think that foul is going to get called, push foul on Nokomis.
Foul number 24, Emma Marble, personal foul number 1, team foul number 5.
Marble trying to go for the loose ball again. Nokomis just scrapping for everything. Long 3s off the mark. Townsend gets the rebound initially, but Gruber flies in. Or actually, it's number 14, Takatsu, knocks it away. Gardner keeps it. Takatsu gets it back, and it's up and in, and it's a 10-point lead for Gardner. Definitely not panic time for Nokomis, but the Warriors have got to get some points on the board. As King with a nice step-through move. It's up and in. Kim King with a quick 2, and she'll go to the line. See if she
That's
can.
what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Foul number 12, Kylie Nichols, personal foul number 1, team foul number 6. Cameron King, shooting 1.
King and Townsend as the seniors along with Marble on the team. They're not going to go down without a fight.
Brianna Townsend and Cameron King both have 12 points right now, so. Did she make that foul shot?
Make it 13.
Yeah.
Yeah. So nice traditional 3-point play by King to cut it back to 7, 4:40 to go. Nokomis looking for a defensive stop. Shots up off the mark, rebound.
Excellent rebound by Townsend.
Townsend pushes it up. She loses a handle, bounces it off her foot, trying a little head fake move, and Ball squirted off her hand, and those are the kinds of things that, you know, Warriors have just got to be really clean in these next 4 minutes and 29 seconds if they want to make it exciting down the stretch. Three, Gardiner continuing to bomb the threes. Townsend gets a piece of it but can't control it. Ball's tipped away. Migliori picks up the loose ball. She's got Cameron King with her, dishes it over. Stop, up and in by King. And the Nokomis crowd roars as the Warriors cut it to 5. 4:02 to go. I'm not sure. Gardiner doesn't show any signs of maybe thinking shot. They're just bombs away. You know, it's great when it goes and it spins around and out. Warriors with the rebound. Marble picks it up. Townsend has it. 3:45, Nokomis.
I'm nervous.
Oh, yeah, this is good stuff. Warriors can cut it to a one-possession game. Migliori wide open. It's it over to Marble. Marble back to Migliori. And Migliori should look at the rim there. She's a good shooter. Townsend gets bumped, and that's going to be 1-on-1, so she's going to go to the line. Oh, yes. This is the good stuff, Abby.
Absolutely.
And you know who else is feeling that pressure? The Gardiner Tigers. Get a little bit tighter.
Foul number 2, team foul number 7.
Ball starts feeling a few pounds heavier.
Round of Townsend, shooting 1 point.
Basket seems a little higher. Townsend sinks it.
Good.
2 for 2, and Townsend cuts it to 3. It's 49-46 with 3:23 to go.
Nokomis timeout.
I think that's a great timeout by Coach
Absolutely.
Crockett. Oh. Whoa. I think this next possession will be interesting for Gardiner to just see. I'm not sure how many tight games they've been in all season long. I'm guessing they played Lawrence a couple of times, probably had some tight games. Lawrence is a very good team.
Lawrence, yep. 41-37.
So a
That was the
4-point
first
game.
time.
So it probably hasn't been too many tight games, and Nokomis has been in a number of tight games. So this is not new for
They
the
went
Warriors.
into overtime with Coney, 68-62. Maybe like see some overtime. That'd be fun.
Oh, I don't know if I can handle it. Normally I like to stand up. I gotta sit down. Defensively, Nokomis has made some great adjustments in the half. You know, as Gardner's tried to hit Gruber in the post, they've intercepted 4 or 5 of those passes. So great defense by Nokomis. And here come the Tigers into the front court, nearing the 3-minute mark. It's a 3-point game. Townsend, great defense. Gardner forcing it into Takatsu. The pass is wide, and Nokomis, with 3:07, has the ball.
No press, though.
Yeah, neither team's gone to any kind of full court pressure. Migliori looks at the rim, passes it off. King with it. King looking to take it, stops, kicks it out. Younger King stops.
Yikes.
Ball's partially deflected, and she kind of looks at it. I think that's where you gotta, don't worry about the officials, or the officiating. Let them take care of it. Long pass underneath the basket. Gardiner is pulled out in deep to Gruber, and that's who I'm going to. Gruber with just a nice little post spin move, puts it up and in, leads back to 5, 2:25 to go. And King with a little bit of a force there, trying to get it up and over Gruber. Gruber just didn't have enough on it. Gruber quickly into front court. And Gardiner trying to get the death shot. Drains. Brown drains the 3, and that pushes it back up to 7. So 2:09, Nokomis.
Gardner timeout.
And Gardiner is down to 1 timeout, I believe.
Yep.
But, actually, I was going to say, I feel like that's not a great timeout by Gardiner. They've got a little momentum, but PA announcer corrects it was a Nokomis timeout.
Once again, we want to remind our fans the end of the game will complete the afternoon session. We ask that everyone please exit.
What a game, Abby. What a game, and I think if teams would have looked at records and maybe scores, they may not have anticipated this, but this has been a tight game all the way. Gardiner getting a little advantage here late. Let's see how our Warriors answer.
I love just noticing Mr. Martin and Mr. Elias in our student section. That's really funny.
And that's right where they should be. They're of course they coach together, and they are both basketball junkies. They love this. They love talking the game. So here we go. Again, a bit of, still not panic time, but a bit of urgency needed as King just spins through, and her little scoop shot's up and in. And really only uses a few seconds to get it. It's back to a 6 points, so a 2-possession game. Gardiner nearly turns it over. And it looks like Gardiner maybe see if they're going to be a little more methodical. And it looks like they're running a little bit of a wheel offense. Minute 35. Inside pass. It's no good. Nokomis comes away with a rebound. Minute and a half to go. Nokomis up in the front court. Reagan King with it. Gets it to Townsend. Townsend steps back behind the three. It's off the rim. Oh, looked like it was going to fall. I almost think Marble just needs to foul right here. Just foul, because Nokomis only has 5 team fouls. And you don't want Townsend, who I think they're going to call it on. Townsend now has 4. Marble needed to get that foul. And they did call it on Marble, so good job, Emma.
Yeah.
Foul number 2, team foul number 6.
I thought they were going to call that on Bree.
Yeah, I did too. And honestly, Nokomis needs to just pick up another quick one right here. Townsend kind of swats it away, and that's where Reagan King doesn't have many. Just swat at the ball. Like, you either get it or you get fouled. And
Personal foul number 4, team foul number 7.
I'd let her foul out. I mean,
what's that?
I'd let her foul out. Like, I wouldn't know what to do. I can't coach. I don't know basketball, but
no, it's got to be somebody else. Like, and that's tough for a young player too, to kind of know that time and score situational. You also got to do your best to almost like double team Gruber, because she's their best player, their best foul shooter. You don't want it to inbounds to her and put her on the line.
But what about Savannah Brown, who can hit those threes?
Yeah. Just like give it up. Let somebody else catch it, and then someone who's not, anybody but Bree, nobody else is in foul trouble. Gardiner doing a good job with their perimeter defense. Minute to go. Migliori with a good open look. Can't get the 3 to go. Nokomis down by 8, and someone's getting that foul quick. Like, foul her now, not Bree. Foul her. Gruber up and in. I think with 45 seconds to go, 10-point lead. I think that's going to be just more than Nokomis can come back from. But what a game. What a game this has been, Abby.
We kept up, though.
Yeah, I mean, we made Gardiner nervous. And I think, a couple of kind of key pivotal possessions go a different way. And it kind of surprised, like, Gardiner just kind of taking the shot there. Like, keep the ball and run it out.
That was kind of...
But it's been a great season for Nokomis.
Where's the...
Yeah, King...
Where's the foul?
King a little frustrated. I think the officials are kind of just letting it go. I think the official's going to chat it over and maybe kind of let Nokomis keep the ball, say it was deflected. But been an awesome game, and Gardiner showing why they're the top seed in the tournament. Tigers never panicked when they got down and stuck to their game. Townsend with a bomb 3 doesn't catch anything. In the final score, Abby's not going to be indicative of the kind of game this was. A 60, it's going to end up being 12-point win for Gardiner.
Yeah.
But a great contest, a really fun game to watch. Now, going to close out our winter sports season, and always a disappointment to come up short. But really, those 4 seniors, who Haley Fernandez, Emma Marble, and then Cam King and Bree Townsend, which have been, clutch players for the Warriors from their freshman year. So wonderful career for the seniors.
What a good game.
Yeah, awesome game. It's what high school basketball is about. It was fun. It's exciting, and we'll call it a season. Abby, next year we got to get more games on the schedule.
Yep.
Do a little research. It's a pleasure doing the game with you.
Absolutely.
Thanks everybody for supporting all of our winter sports athletes. And before you know it, spring season is going to be here. Enjoy the rest. Our students enjoy the rest of their winter break, and go Warriors!
Jenna Johnson, 4 points.